MEI Hyderabad chapter, in association with NMDC, with the great help from NMDC, to organize this 2-day seminar on mineral industry in India, essential for growth, because that I am forgetting. Candidly, I must confess here that during my entire professional career, wherever I have gone to attend the seminar, I have never sat for 2 days, and this is the first seminar I was here for 2 days. Rajan has captivated because attracting the evening source. Sir, regarding your suggestions about that mineral rights, preserving the areas for mineral rights before you declare the forest and all these things. But it has acted in a reverse way in Odisha. About a couple of years back, Supreme Court wanted, and you submit the affidavit demarcating the forest areas in Odisha. The time limit was given, say, maybe for about a month to the Chief Secretary that you have to submit district-wise breakup of the forest areas. They sat over 25 days, nothing could move. Then suddenly they thought it would be a breach of code of conduct, so district collectors were asked that you survey and give your report within 2 days to be submitted as affidavit into the Supreme Court. I know personally, specifically in the mineral-bearing districts of Keonjhar and Sundargarh, collector convened a meeting with the DFO, Revenue, Tahsil Office, sat over the maps. Whatever revenue land they saw in a big patch of more than 20-30 hectares, they declared it as a forest. That is district level committee forest. In that, you will be surprised to know 90% of the working pits are included as the forest areas. So now, because of their fallacy, the mining industry is suffering. You have to go for forest diversion proposal, although you have already broken that land before 1980. Earlier, I think for any such projects like irrigation or anything, they were supposed to take a clearance from the mining department, whether it's a mineral bearing areas or not. I don't think it is being practiced, and what to speak of forest. As I told you, although we came first, the mineral bearing areas came first. After that forest came, but they are almost controlling the owner of the land. Without their consent, we can't do any developmental work in the area of the mineral bearing and all these things. That's what I'm telling. No, that is how, because we are suffering. The other day I was telling, because the mines are closed, we are now saying that yes, we will coexist. But what has prevented you, sir, for last 20 years, why you didn't raise your voice that yes, let us coexist, develop the mineral resources? Because it was only concentrated to few pockets. They didn't want also to see that the surrounding people or surrounding communities are being developed. That was also the notion with the mineral industries. Most of the mineral industries you find. Now because of the hurricane problem, we are now coming forward that yes, local area development, community development, all these things are coming. Yes, now if you see lot of awareness, positive awareness have developed with the mineral industries. They are going away with all these CSR or local area development programs, funding to the government on their profit for the development of the local area. But why it was not there before 20 years, before 15 years? That is how we are suffering. The other time when Professor Ajay Kumar told, the rules are there, become stringent, it's only because of us. If I think Mr. V.S. Rao also will support me, if he has seen the mines developed in Joda, Badbil area, say 20 years before, it was all rat hole mapping, mining. Nobody was going in a systematic way except few organizations like Tata, SAIL and other things. And that has created lot of nuisance values in the local area, and these rules, regulations have become stringent. Anyhow, that's a general conception. I must say that the seminar was really success, and I would request also the editor that whatever proceedings are coming up, let us publish it in the bulletin, in the next issue of the bulletin, and send all our findings and comments, suggestions to the respective governments, both in state and central government. To start with, if you know that chronologically what is in the program, started with inaugural session, then with a plenary session with all important dignitaries having expertise in their respective fields, then came on the exploration, then development, then the regulations part, legislation part was earmarked in the last session, which has really come into the fittest position of the third, because after all these things your mineral beneficiation or mineral development comes. So how you can intrude into the legislation or into the mining activities? So fortunately the same session has come to the end, and that was really a good session. We can educate that yes, only mining is not the only solutions. You have to develop all these technological involvement, improvement, how to use the optimum use for the minerals. That is the most important aspect we must record, that only mining and marketing the sellable products will not solve the purpose. We will have to go develop what is the optimal use of the product. So there comes the mineral engineers and role of other these things. But there should be a proper cohesion between right from geologists to mining to mineral engineers. That is what I think, to me, we lack that support. Between our two arms also, we are not joining hands. But that should not be a case in future. Unless we are united, we can't fight with the legislators or policymakers. This is very difficult now. We have to fight with them to get our project or anything clear. As regards to the other stipulations you are getting for clearances of environment and forest, everybody is stressing on that you are not getting forest approval, you are not getting environmental clearances. We must suggest that instead of going for individual proposal to be cleared, let us propose for a cluster proposal, both for forest and environment. It can be done. Let the government do at the cost of the entrepreneurs, but it will definitely facilitate the regional development of the minerals.